Search best AI procurement software right now, and every list reads the same. Every vendor's AI native, every platform is agentic, every solution is the future of procurement. It's pretty noisy. In the next 5 minutes, I'll cover 7 platforms that actually earn the label, anchored by the problem they solve, not the category they live in. Quick disclosure, I work in this space. My team publishes our own picks on our own blog, and you're going to hear me name my own company in one of these spots. I'll tell you exactly why it belongs there, and exactly what it doesn't do. I've spent most of the last 2 decades working in enterprise software, procurement, and fintech. I've seen what works, what fails, and why. That's the lens for this list. Here's what I suggest. Stop shopping for the best AI procurement platform. It doesn't exist. Start with the problems you need to solve. Then pick the solution built for that specific fight. The team's getting real value from AI and procurement right now. They're not running one suite. They're running a stack. 7 problems, 7 picks. Let's go. 1. Your intake is chaos. Requests live in email threads. Shadow spend is eating your budget. The pick is Zip, named a visionary in the 2026 Gartner Magic Quadrant, and the only platform calling itself agentic procurement orchestration on that quadrant. What it does well: the fastest, most employee-friendly front door in the category. AI-powered request routing, policy enforcement at the point of intake, and approval workflows that adapt to risk and category. Customers report 5 times faster request processing and real drops in Maverick spend. Where it falls short: analytics depth is thin. Zip is built to route and control, not to analyze. Pair it with something that can handle the intelligence layer. 2. This brings us to the bigger structural question. What if you need one integrated platform to run global procurement end to end? The pick is Coupa. What it does well: it's the broadest source to pay coverage in the market. Sourcing, contracts, invoicing, payments, supplier management, all in one suite. The community intelligence dataset is amongst the biggest in the category, with trillions in aggregated spend data powering benchmarking other S2P vendors can't match. 2 to 5% hard savings on managed spend is typical. Where it falls short: 6 to 12 month implementations, high cost of ownership, and analytics that, while improving, don't match a dedicated intelligence layer and often leave out areas of the business. It's the safest enterprise bet when you're standardizing globally, but you're signing up for a multi-year commitment with several drawbacks. Moving to number 3. Coupa gets you coverage. The next problem is making the data underneath actually useful. You can't answer, "Where's our money actually going?" fast enough to act on it. The pick is Suplari. Full disclosure, my company, which is why I'm not leading with it. What it does well: an AI native data foundation paired with semantic data layer and native agentic orchestration, plus 175 plus pre-built insights and a 45-day deployment instead of 12 months. It's trusted by the Global 2000 to harmonize procurement data, make sense of the chaos, identify value, and execute. Where it falls short: it's not a full source to pay suite. It won't replace your ERP, but it will sit on top of what you already have. 4. Intelligence tells you where to act. Sourcing is where acting actually happens, and your sourcing team is drowning in manual RFP work that eats weeks per event. The pick is Keelvar. Companies like Coca-Cola, Mars, and Siemens run sourcing events through Keelvar's autonomous bots. What it does well: end-to-end RFQ automation, scenario-based award optimization with constraints modeling, and dynamic multi-round negotiations. 2 to 8% additional savings versus manual sourcing, and event cycles cut by 50 to 70%. This is truly agentic, not a chatbot. Where it falls short: Keelvar lives in the sourcing phase. It doesn't touch POs, invoicing, or procurement intelligence. Pair it accordingly. 5. Keelvar handles your strategic spend. Your tail spend, totally different animal. Thousands of small contracts and nobody has time to negotiate them. The pick, and really the only serious choice for this problem, is Pactum. What it does well: a fully autonomous AI agent negotiates directly with your suppliers. Multivariable optimization across price, payment terms, delivery, and volume. Fortune 2000 customers closing tail spend deals at 2 to 5% average savings, up to 10% on some. This unlocks spend you'd otherwise leave on the table entirely. Where it falls short: Pactum is narrowly focused on negotiation. No analytics, no spend management, no sourcing. It's a specialist platform treated as one. 6. One more category where a specialist beats a generalist every time. You're overpaying on SaaS renewals and you don't know by how much. The pick is Vertice. What it does well. 3.4 billion in real software transaction data powering price benchmarking against anonymized market rates, plus usage tracking that surfaces underutilized licenses and shadow IT. Customers report between 15 to 30% average savings on SaaS renewals. Narrow focus, 30 to 60 day deployment. If you're spending $5 million or more a year on SaaS, it'll pay for itself in year one. Where it falls short, it's SaaS only. Vertice doesn't touch direct materials, services, or any other spend category. It's a scalpel, use it as one. Number 7 brings us all the way back to where we started. You're evaluating intake to pay, and you want to see every serious contender before you commit. The pick is Levelpath, the newer AI native entrant that deserves a spot on your shortlist. Founded by the team that built and sold Scout RFP to Workday with a $55 million Series B from Battery, what it does well. It's mobile first, agent first, built from scratch for the way procurement teams actually work today, and ready for most tech stacks as well. Where it falls short, it's newer, so it has a smaller customer base than Zip, less independent analyst coverage, and fewer third-party integrations at this stage. Zip's a more mature, robust choice in this space. Levelpath is one you should compare alongside it. Here's what I want you to leave with. The real question in 2026 isn't which AI procurement platform is best. It's what problem do we need to solve now, and what's the best solution built for that specific fight? The teams pulling ahead aren't buying one suite and hoping. They're diligently assembling the stack that will take them to the future. Start with the problem that hurts the most. If you want the longer version, the top 10 my team publishes with the full scoring methodology, it's on the Suplari blog. Subscribe if you want more of this, and drop suggestions for follow-up videos in the comments.